Kayana is sailing away from Hawaii for now. Jason Momoa portrays Kayana, a renowned war chief, struggling with the conflict between his duty as a warrior and his desire for peace. While the first episode's clash with King Kahekili, Temuera Morrison, is significant, the primary cliffhanger from the opening episodes must be addressed first. After being pursued by Kahekili's men and sustaining an injury, Kayana makes a final epic stand on a cliff overlooking the ocean. Before being overwhelmed, he brutally kills several of his attackers. With his family already sailing away to the island of Hawaii, Kayana has fulfilled his purpose. He takes the only available option and dives off the cliff into the sea. He's later rescued by an English sailing ship whose crew he had saved earlier in the episode. Kayana wakes up to discover the ship is sailing away from the Hawaiian Islands, and he is now at their mercy. Historically, the real Kayana was documented as a passenger on Captain John Muir's vessel, a fur trader, and traveled with him to places like China and the Philippines. In the TV series, it's not yet clear where Kayana is headed, but this element of British contact is a crucial part of his story. Kayana had a peaceful interaction with the crew, who seemed to respect him. But this could go in any direction as the story explores a pivotal moment in Hawaiian history. Why Kahekili attacks Oahu and lies about it in Episode 1. Kahekili uses prophecy as a pretext for conquest. King Kahekili, the ruler of Maui, starts the series by trying to convince Kayana to rejoin his service. He claims that Kayana is meant to fulfill a prophecy to unite the islands, alleging that the kingdom of Oahu is conspiring against him. They agree to an invasion of Oahu on the condition that Kayana and his family will sneak in to kill a priest, thereby ending the conflict before a full-scale war breaks out. However, it's revealed that the forces on Oahu were not plotting against him, and Kahekili simply used this as an excuse to conquer and massacre his political rivals. Kahekili takes control of Oahu after a brutal battle, but his lies infuriate both Kayana and his son, Prince Kupali, Brandon Finn. Episode 2 further explains Kahekili's motives, revealing that his actions are all tied to his personal interpretation of the prophecy. Rather than letting the prophecy unfold naturally, Kahekili is forcing it to happen, suggesting that the prophesied king might simply be a ruler willing to commit horrific acts to strengthen his country. In essence, he's using the prophecy as a justification to seize power through violence. Why Kaahumanu is leading Kayana's family to Hawaii. Kaahumanu was promised in marriage in exchange for safety in Hawaii. Kaahumanu, Lucien Buchanan, is the daughter of a chief named Moku, Moses Goods, and the niece of King Kahekili. Moku decides to marry Kaahumanu off to a chief in Hawaii, hoping to bring his daughter and wife there to escape potential unrest from Kahekili. Kaahumanu, however, is resistant to these customs and has no desire to get married. Kaahumanu initially tells Kayana that she has a new life waiting for her in Hawaii and prompts him to seek refuge with her. Instead, Kayana tells her to lead his family there for safety while he draws Kahekili's men away from them. Before leaving, Kaahumanu defies custom by allowing a stranded British sailor to join them. The Hawaiian gods fear Kaahumanu. Earlier in the episode, Kaahumanu meets with the seer Taula on the beach. She is given a disturbing prophecy. Her actions will lead to the destruction of her people. She wants to know if she'll be happy with her new husband, but the seer explains that she has only one path to freedom. This path to freedom requires the help of a guardian, who is very likely Kayana. Taula's claim that the gods fear Kaahumanu is reinforced at the end of the episode, when Kaahumanu allows the British sailor to join them, an act that symbolizes the beginning of the end. What the English are doing in Hawaii and how it will impact Chief of War. As mentioned, the English ship Kayana ends up on is in Hawaii for exploratory purposes. However, with the benefit of historical knowledge, we know where this leads. Hawaii, of course, eventually became a U.S. state in 1959. Over a century and a half after these events take place, the episode ends with a Hawaiian becoming a passenger of the British and a British man traveling with the Hawaiians, symbolizing an impending clash of cultures. The path from the Hawaii of Chief of War to the present begins with the Western influence we are now seeing. Throughout Chief of War, we will witness Hawaii's development into a unified country. Even as colonialism starts to take root, This will eventually lead to Hawaii becoming a U.S. territory decades after the events of the show.